Welcome everybody to this week's edition of the CGF and the Scotsman show. Beaver has been again expunged from the show. He's down in Melbourne. Apparently he's hosting a luncheon, which really means that he's just getting on the big beers.
He is, yes.
And he's probably not really putting a lot in. And anyway, we've moved him out, Scotty.
Well, I like to see him on the show last week. It was good to see him back. The only problem was he didn't realise he wasn't supposed to be back. The bosses told me, management decision, please stand down the Scotsman and bring the Beaver back. So we tipped a few winners. So
we had a good week last week. CGF's best bet, Long John and the Caulfield Guineas.
Done well.
I told the world.
I know. Well,
I told the world, and a lot of people didn't want to listen to me.
Well, the stats are bad for the bookies this weekend. Since last Saturday, there's been 5 Group 1 races. Every single favourite has won.
Yeah.
So the punters are miles in front at the moment this weekend.
And Guelph winning the Guineas wouldn't help.
Oh, that wasn't a good result for us today. We had large bets on it, but not to worry. We got the winners picked out for Saturday.
Good
so
stuff.
We're going to stop the rot.
Righto then, we're going to look at Caulfield exclusively because that's where the main racing is this weekend. And we're going to start with the 2.5 million Group 1 Caulfield Cup. It's a cracking field, and if you back the winner, you'll earn some money.
Yes, well,
What do you reckon, Scotty?
Waller's the story here. He's got 4 runners in the race. Over the last 2 seasons, these horses have been very dominant over the distance. It's not the strongest Caulfield Cup this year, but really on paper, after doing the form, with the overseas horses, they don't look anywhere near as strong as previous years. Waller's the key. Hawkspur's the one. Jimmy Cassidy, I know, really likes this horse. If it gets a clear run in this straight, it just wins. $4.80. We'll be taking it on, but probably not for too much. It looks the best bet in the Caulfield Cup. Danger's in the race. Julianus at a good price. And Dear Demi winning the Oaks at the beginning of the year. It's probably the other danger. But Hawkspur clearly on top overseas rate. The horses, in my opinion, this year are just not up to this race.
Well, I disagree with you.
Do you?
My bet is Dandino.
It's been heavily backed.
Marcus Botti, Craig Williams. I don't like the 19, but that's not really going to bother an overseas horse.
Yep.
I think next is Hawkspur, followed by Royal Descent.
Yeah, Royal Descent from the Waller camp again. $10 Dandino.
Smashed all over the place last time, Royal Descent. I like Dandino. I don't know what it is, but I go look at the form and I go back to the Hardwood Stakes.
Yep.
I think that's a good form race. I just, I'm not the race of Hawkesbury last start, he should have won. But I'm going to stick with Dandino, and as I do, I'm always looking for value. So I think $9-10 is value.
Yeah, it will be $9-10. Hawkspur's firmed into 448 to 480, but in my opinion, clear run just wins.
What about Royal Descent? What are we getting there? About $10?
Royal Descent is
He goes to his notes.
No, I'm just looking at the prices. Royal Descent. So Julianus, my roughie, is $34 pre-post betting. Silent Achievers, Roger James got a winner today, $9 in the market.
Go Zonzi.
Royal Descent, $7.
Yeah, no, I thought so. Righto then. Well, that's our Caulfield Cup preview. Like I said, if you can back the winner, you'll be doing well. Get on the CGF, bet Dandino, or follow the bookie with the Hawkspur. We're going to look at the at race 4 at Caulfield, which is a Norman Robinson, which is a traditional lead up to the Derby. You either go the Vase or you go the Norman Robinson. I think there's a bit of a special in this race because he's winning everything when it comes to 3-year-olds, and that's San Diego, Snowden, McAvoy.
Have you been checking my notes?
I haven't, but look, there's a rumour going around in BetEzy that there's this bloke who's not employed in the business directly but should be because he's such a legend, being CGF.
Well, you're on the money there. That's a very hard punting race for 3-year-olds, stepping up to 2,000 metres for the first time. Personally myself, I was looking at San Diego for a small bet. I couldn't get enthused to have a good bet in this race, but Peter Snowden, absolutely on fire at the moment. That's the one for me too.
Well, he's had Long John, he's had Complacent in the Spring Champion, he's had Guelph.
Well,
I'll tell you, he's got more 3-year-olds winning at the moment than bloody, a hooker up in the bloody King's Cross. He's only dropping knickers as many times as that.
He's on absolute fire. Just follow the Snowden camp. But yeah, we're on the same boat, but it's a very hard race. As I said, 3-year-olds stepping up to 2,000 metres for the first time. It's not a good betting proposition, but San Diego would be my top pick.
Good stuff. Takes us to race 7, which is the Perry Couton Caulfield Sprint. See the way I say that? Couton?
I know very well. I wonder if you can come up with the one. This is one of my best bets of the programme.
Well, I thought you would have knew who I bet on, but I'll let you go first.
Well, this is a strong field for good sprinters, saying that there's not much speed in the race, so you should be looking for horses down in the weights who have run on the track. I think Chiramonte will get a soft lead and will be very hard to run down. There was a dual acceptor from Ramwick on Saturday, and last start it ran a great race, and Sama Ready just got over the last 50 metres. You're looking at $6. The bookies have put up that price. I reckon that's good odds. That's a clear bet for me. That's the one for me.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm going to stick with my favourite platelet. I tipped it out last time on the program, and it paid $8.50 for a win.
You were getting $5 today.
$5. I got no reason. I must admit, 59 starting to get a bit of an anchor, but I think she is as genuine as the day is long, and I won't be jumping off something that rewarded me in such a manner. It'll be interesting to see how the track's faring. She the thing is, you say Chiramonte will get a lead. Platelet will be in the first 4. And when it comes to a fight, she loves one.
Yeah, well, you just watched the form round Sam already this time. I mean, it's really come back good. And Chiramonte, Peter Snowden, Kieran McAvoy, on fire.
Done.
That's the one.
Right, then that takes us to race 9, which is the Yellow Glen Tristark Stakes. Don't think you'd drink a lot of Yellow Glen, would you?
No, more of a VB man, I'll be celebrating once we're back to winner in this race, though. It's a very, very hard race. Great bunch of mares lining up for this. Sure, there'll be plenty of tempo and a big field. Hard race to find any clear-cut chances. But really on top, Red Tracer from Perron, Catkins, you could throw in Xanadu and Steps in Time. Red Tracer from me from Perron.
Red Tracer?
Yes.
Well, I'm going against you again. I'm going to go with the Graham Big Bonetta.
Bonetta, yeah, has it come up this time? Last year had some big wins at Rose Hill.
Ran a cracking race 4th. Last start it was beaten half a neck by Red Tracer and Shani Rose, and Shani Rose has since come out and won at Ramwick. Yes. So if you can get to half a neck, and there's
you're going to get $11 Banana, when you're going to get Red Tracer $5. If you're looking at only a neck margin, there's value there.
I'm happy. So I'm going to go Bonetta, Graham Big, and that champion Kiwi James McDonald. Yeah. Which, talking about champions, the All Blacks will beat Australia in Dunedin on Saturday night. We want to throw them in a multi-bet.
Absolutely. Australia just
13 plus, they'll kill them.
I don't know what's worse, the Australian soccer team or the Australian rugby union team, to be truthful. They did beat Canada yesterday.
Lucas Neal comes out and gives himself a big pat on the back. Well done, Lucas. Retire. Move on. Yeah. Rightio, what else have you got for us, Mr. Bookmaker?
Well, I did the form in Sydney, the Lightning Handicap. I thought there was 2 in the race, Ichihara and Chiramonte, but Chiramonte's gone down to Melbourne. I just think Ichihara wins. Alan Denham, Jay Ford on board. I think it wins race 5. Race 6, the Tats Cup. Poor stayers, numbers are 8, 4, 7. Kingdoms, Vaquira and Hippopus. John O'Shea trains. Kingdoms will probably win that. But one for the road, the last bet of the day, when we're on the chase if we need to be. We've got the winner right here, right now. She's clean, just wins. Best bet of the programme, Waller, collect. Don't miss it.
She's clean. There you go. You heard it first from the Scotsman. My best bet of the day will come in Caulfield Race 6, number 1, Boban.
Boban, it killed me last start. Get down the outside, an amazing run to win by a nose.
Love a horse that's in form. I think he's in form. He just keeps winning.
Yeah.
He's not over the hill by any stretch, and Waller's got him flying. I reckon he's the best bet of the day. Back Boban into She's Clean and you'll be doing well. If you'd backed Multilateral into Long John last week, which was the CGF and Beaver's best bet, you would have done okay.
Very heavily backed Multilateral, disastrous results for the office here. But hopefully this week, with our winners and our form guys, we can get a result because the punters are well on top at the moment.
Good stuff. Right, that brings us to the end of the show. Bet responsibly and have a great weekend. A cheerio to Neil and Vicky. I gave him a cheerio last week. He got on my best bet, Long John. He shouted, Nelson Bay RSL went crazy. They've been bet, and they're off to their first Caulfield Cup on Thursday. They're going down tomorrow, and they're going to spend Saturday in one of the marquees there and they're going to be punting and drinking and going crazy.
Will be a great day. I've got to say one thing as well. Hello to my lovely wife and kids, but no more taking money out of the jar to punt on my tips. You got caught last week. No more. Let me earn the money.
Good stuff. Rightio, from CGF and the Flying Scotsman, have a great weekend and we'll see you next week. Ciao.
Take care.